Jesuit schools were founded since Messina back in 1558. I think it was 1558, might be a year or two off there. What year is it? 48, 48. Thank you. Since the founding of the schools, we have been interested in preparing people for citizenship for the city. We need to prepare them for citizenship for the globe, for the world, a different kind of citizenship altogether. What's the fully developed then young man or woman from the Catholic institution, Catholic Jesuit institution look like? He's a critical, or she's a critical thinker, capable of taking various points of view. You can't be a critical thinker and take various points of view unless you know something. If you teach young people, you know that they like to tell you whatever comes to the top of their head without thinking, and they like to repeat what they've heard somebody else say. But for them to think means they have to look carefully and know something. They have to be able to organize, plan, and execute a task in an efficient manner. And that's what the Ignatian pedagogical paradigm is about. How do you organize, plan, execute a task in an efficient manner, and self-monitor? How am I doing? How are we doing? Able to weigh and discern the moral consequences of every course of action. This is increasingly difficult in a world of untruth. A world of untruth says that opinions are gold, opinions are your own, and they're your truth. And the promise of that, as Paul Ricoeur said, the promise of that is that you always live with the uncertainty you may be completely wrong in your certainty. That is, you may be convinced that you know what's right because that's what you believe, but the problem is that you're always left with the issue of uncertainty. I may not be right. Able to appreciate the slow process of real achievements. Solving problems in a community, in a family, in the world, takes a deliberate, slow, and gradual effort of application that is constant over sometimes not months or days, but over years, over decades. Convinced that something greater than him or herself is at work in our efforts. This is the faith. This is another way of saying what Ledesma and Kolvenbach have stressed when we're talking about people of compassion, people of commitment, people who are competent, people who care. It's another way of saying those. I think that these 5 attributes are in fact a new way of saying what kind of a person we really need to produce.